Hey there. It's been a long time since I posted, but I realized I have a bunch of subscribers, and I also realized that I need to get off my butt and paint more and do more things like this. So um, that's what this is. I know it's Tattoo Art Nerd. I do all kinds of other art too. I oil paint, I teach, I tutor. Well, I don't really professionally teach, more of an art consultant. But I've showed a lot of people how to do stuff, at least the way that I do it, and that seems to go over well. So, here's painting. I've been oil painting for a while, and I'm going to show a fast and dirty way that I do my process of how I do abstract paintings. So, I have 3 paintings right now that I'm doing at the same time because I find that it's, you save paint, for one. I always have extra leftover paint. Also, I usually pick 3 or 4 colors, a limited palette, just colors I like that I think go well together, and I like exploring different ways that they combine. So one painting I'll maybe do really heavy one color, another painting I'll do heavy another color. You'll see what I'm talking about, I think. Anyway, so I made 3 of them at the same time. These are all 18 by 18 on canvas. I got these cheap. They have a 6-pack for like 20 bucks, 10 bucks, something, I don't know. Anyway, so first thing I do is I cheat a little bit, and I use acrylic, because for my underpainting, it's a really fast way to just lay it down, and then it doesn't really affect the painting at all once you start because it dries so fast. So this one, I just sort of roughed out a feeling of what I wanted. I used a little bit of, I couldn't even tell you what colors right now. I'm sorry, I'm going to get better about my color theory, but basically 2 blues, and I just sort of popped on what I thought would look neat in rough shapes, okay? So that's step 1. Then what I do is I go back with my oil paint. Once I pick my palette, which usually has something to do with the underpainting color, I pop that on there, and I rough out my darks and lights. I make things a little more defined. This was just 2 shades of blue. Just like this one. These were all done at the same time. I'm going to show you a third. Anyway, these 2 shades of blue, you can still see them here in the path. I roughed it out, and now I've gone back with, in this case, I'm using some Prussian blue. I like Prussian blue. It's just a neat blue. I personally like it. Alizarin crimson, which mixes with the blue, makes a really nice deep purple in here. White, I think that's a zinc white. Probably white. Zinc white, I think. Titanium, maybe? Who knows? Anyway, and yellow ochre, which is one of my favorite. I don't know why I love yellow ochre. It just transitions so well into almost any color. It's a really good mid-tone, I think. So, 2 of those are the Zorn palette. All I'd have to do is add Mars Black instead of the blue. So I've got my blue, my yellow, my red, and I've got my white. Roughed those in. Then what I did was, on the other one, and these are all different, they're not meant to be the same, but I sort of I started out as abstracts, and then I kind of like, recently, I enjoy making them into landscapes, more or less. So, false color landscapes. So this was pretty much a finished one. I did the same steps. I started, roughed it out in acrylic with those 2 blues, went back over with my oils, roughly, and then usually I come back the next day after I've kind of looked at it for a while, and softened everything up, blended it, and made it look how I want it to. Put a little more texture into it. I try to take the color and put it throughout. So the alizarin crimson, I have a little in the base here, making the Prussian blue darker. That's what makes it look so dark. That and really deep Prussian blue. But you'll see a little bit of it here. Your eye catches it through here, through the sky. So as your eye follows, it doesn't just see blue, yellow, or blue, white, whatever. It's seeing all of the range of colors, and so everything seems to meld together and look cohesive. So also because, in reality, if some sort of redness of light was bouncing off these mountains, it would also be firing off and hitting a little bit of these clouds as well. So that's my theory on it. Anyway, that's how I do those, and I hope you like that. I'm going to look at the comments. If you guys like this sort of oil paint thing, I'll keep doing it. Otherwise, yeah, hope this helps.